Okay, this is our finds for the week. Number 9, you see that there. It's a number 9 large logo Griswold, Erie, Pennsylvania, USA. It's a mold 710H. There's your 9. It's your cast iron skillet. It's in pretty good shape. Surface looks pretty good. Don't think it's going to require a whole lot of work to it, so that one's pretty good. Got a couple other skillets this time around. This one's pretty rusty, but this is a number 8 Century Series BSR. There it is, number 8, 10 5/8 inch. And there's no Made in USA at the top or in the middle, so this is a early Century Series BSR. The handle here, can't quite tell. There is a number right here in the handle. I can't quite make out what it is, but that'll be the shift that it was manufactured. This is a unmarked Wagner. You can see the writing out the 10 1/2 or 10 5/8, I can't remember what it says. Skillet written out, and it mold Z3 it looks like. It's got pretty rusty, but this is definitely unmarked Wagner, number 8. There's the 8 there on the handle. Again, it's pretty rusted up, but I think that's going to clean up pretty good. I'll take some photos of these here in a minute. Here's the other skillet. This is 3-notch Lodge. It's a number 5. You can barely make it out there. SK underneath the 5. And you've got, let's see here. I think there might be a mark right here, but I can't remember if this is where I saw it or not. Anyway, a lot of work to this one. Should clean up though. So number 5, Lodge. And this one's kind of cool. This is a 2-quart skillet. It's marked 2-quart right there on the handle. I don't know, it's got a cool little handle there. I don't know who manufactured this. It could be that it's a BSR, but I'm not certain. It's got the heat ring. I just cannot see. I really can't be sure. But anyway, it's a cool little 2-quart pot. That's kind of neat. Now this one's kind of cool. It's going to have some pitting at the bottom. It's a nice little kettle, a flat bottom, raised flat bottom. I cannot see any marks with all the crud that's on here. Didn't see any holes, cracks. It's gonna need a lot of work, but it's a cool little pot. I like it. It's got a footed base to it. It's a nice little, I don't know what that'll be, 4-quart maybe, 5-quart. Cool little pot. It's got the little lip here. Handle's a little, well, the handle looks pretty true still. So that's cool. And then here, what I'm really excited about is a BSR Dutch oven with the lid. Very cool. Get here so you can see it. Nice little Dutch oven. It's a Century Series. I wish it was Red Mountain. But it's Century Series. You can tell by the uniformed dots in the lid. It's not chaotic like the Red Mountain series, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. A lot of rust, but I think it's all going to clean up pretty good. If you look at the lid though, markings on here. If I can get this oriented right. There it is. There we go. It is a number 8-B. Number 8-B, but it's got the 7 in parentheses above it. Underneath it says 10 and, I don't know, 10 1/2 inches or something like that. And then underneath that it says 45H-2, it looks like. Seems like what I'm seeing here. Seems like there's some other numbers here. There's another 2 underneath that, 45-2. You can see it right there. So that's cool. The matching numbers on the bottom of this. Top, it does say Made in the USA at the top. made in USA, so you know it's later century series. And there is the number 8. It looks like dash B in parentheses 7, and then underneath it should say 10.5 inches, I believe. Looks like there's some other numbers in there, just really hard to see, but really cool. Century series Dutch oven. Excited about that. I'm not sure how many quarts that is, if that's like 4 quart. I don't know my sizes very well, but pretty cool. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 skillets, a Griswold 9, a Century BSR Century 8, a unmarked Wagner, and a 3-notch Lodge, an early Lodge, probably 1930s. So 4 skillets, a 2-quart saucepan or pot, a kettle, footed kettle, and a Dutch oven with a lid. Now this guy knew his prices on this one. He wanted $40 for that one, but said he would, negotiate, bring it down if I bought several pans. So I did buy several pans from him, a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 pans. This Dutch oven right here, he wanted like, well, the minimum I would expect to pay for that Dutch oven lid would be like $30 minimum, even in that shape. So right there, that's $70 right there. I got all of it for $120. So I paid $120 for. I paid basically what I would consider retail or fairly close to retail. Although I need to look up and see how much more they're worth. But for those two, the Griswold and the Dutch oven. But for the other 3, 4, 5 pans, I paid $50. So I'd say $10 a piece. So not bad on those. The Griswold, I wish I could have paid a little bit cheaper than $40 for it. And I think I did pretty good here. I'll show you one other here that I got from him after I purchased these. I got a camp stove, and I've got to do some work to see what that one is. So let me pause this. Okay, so this is my other buy from the Forest Hill Flea Market, the vendor that I have gotten several of the pans from. Today I bought 4 skillets, a Dutch oven, 2-quart pot, and a kettle. But this is also what I bought. After I concluded my negotiations with the other things, I asked him about this. He had one. It's in bad shape, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. So here is the grill. The top grill is in pretty good shape. Bottom grill on the floor here, as you can imagine. I just went and switched that around, I'm sorry. This grill, the bottom grill with the coals and wood, is broken up into 2 pieces. As you can see here, it's missing it's missing the most of a grate here and about 1/3 of another grate here, and it's got a crack here, 3rd spot. I don't know if I can get somebody to help me re-weld those pieces together and mend it or not. The bottom plate here has got a huge missing piece here at the bottom. The rest of it looks like it's in pretty good shape, but it's obviously missing a good little chunk of the corner there. It does have the draft door. A lot of these are missing pieces often, in my understanding. This one has the draft door that helps you to slide to get more air in and out. It comes all the way out. I do believe it's missing a door here of some kind that sits here. And so I do think it does have one missing part, in addition to the broken floor and the broken bottom grate. It is a 3-legged instead of a 4-leg. My understanding now, let me explain here. BSR, Birmingham Stove and Range, first started making these in 1941, I found out. They quickly modified it from a 4-leg to a 3-leg camp stove. You see the bottom here. See, this one's got 3 legs. Get the grill out of the way, handle out of the way. I understand they changed it from 4 to 3 to help with camping in uneven terrain to make it more stable. So this makes it a later one, after the 1940s or 50s, I guess. I'm not sure when that transition happened. And honestly, I don't know if it's BSR or a Lodge. Lodge took over manufacturing after BSR went out of business in '91, and they got the copyright patent and all that stuff. Design patent. In the bankruptcy hearing, and here is where I should be able to tell, and there, depending on what is written here, will tell me if this is a Lodge or a BSR camp stove. I just can't tell. I've tried to use a pencil and run a pencil and paper over it to get an impression. It's very hard to tell. So we're gonna have to get this cleaned up to see, but really cool camp stove, and we'll see if we can't restore it because it's in bad shape. It's gonna have to get some replacement parts or pieces. We're missing a little door, I think, at the front here, but we'll see. At the very least, the next time we have power go out, I have something to cook on other than my gas grill. So there you have it. Oh, I paid for this. He wanted $60. I got him down to 50. I don't know if I could have done better or not, but you know, I figure I can at least sell it for 50 when I'm done cleaning up, even if it's just for fun and I don't make any money off of it. But I'll probably end up keeping it. But there you go.